And this
Bring it back.
is the Galaxy S9 Plus. This is the newest smartphone from Samsung. Samsung, you did it big and you finally got it right with this S9 Plus. Samsung has finally made the corrections that needed to happen because the Samsung S8 Plus just had that fingerprint scanner in the wrong spot, and the S9 has corrected that. But first, we gotta get into the unboxing night. Get straight into this, and here is the S9 Plus. Here's your booklet right on top. Got the SIM card ejector tool. There's several booklets right here. So here we have the phone itself. We got SIM card from T-Mobile, USB connector adapter. We have the black charging brick, fast charging. We got those AKG headphones, which are very good. We have black Type-C cables right here, USB to Type-C. And here we have the S9 Plus. Wow, is this a beauty? This is a really gorgeous phone that fits right in your hand for a phablet. Samsung has crammed in a 6.2 inch screen into this phone's body. This is gorgeous color. This is the lighter purple. This purple color have a nice pink look to it, and I gotta say, it just looks really good. Samsung has stepped up the internals this year by packing this with some extra RAM. This Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus is packing the Snapdragon 845 processor coupled with 6 gigs of RAM, and I think that's absolutely impressive. So we gotta set up our fingerprint scanner. That's absolutely in the right spot now. Man, I'm a guy and I don't favor pink, man, but this color is spectacular. This is the color to get. In my humble opinion, this is the color to get. This pink color is absolutely really nice. Now you're gonna want to add 2 of your index finger because that's where your finger is normally gonna rest. And you just place it in all different angles, high, low, keep on pointing it, switch it around to make sure your whole finger is caught, and you're good. And we're in, all set up and ready to go. This looks absolutely awesome. The wallpaper absolutely matches the look of the phone. Let's take a look. So you got your Bixby button right here, you got your volume keys, and you have the power button on the other side, and you have that lilac purple going all the way around the phone. SIM card ejector slot right here, and you have your speaker, your Type-C, and you have your 3.5mm headphone jack right there. Now, Samsung has implemented dual speakers. So you got your speaker at the bottom and your speaker right up here at the top. Very impressed. Definitely dual speakers. You guys can hear from that sound test that the speakers has gone up, I would say at least 40% better than the previous version. Having a bottom firing speaker and some type of front firing speaker really adds to the experience that you're gonna have with this phone, because the screen is gonna make you watch a lot of videos. You're gonna watch a lot of Netflix, you're gonna watch a lot of YouTube, and having speakers hitting you right in your face is really gonna add to the experience. So you got your S9 badging right there, Samsung badging. You have your two 12-megapixel cameras with flash, and you also have that fingerprint scanner that's absolutely at the right spot. Still TouchWiz, but if you have a Note or you have an S8, pretty much everything is just about the same when it comes to going through the OS. But Snapdragon 845 processor coupled with the 6 gigs of RAM, you should have a very good experience with this phone. I'll always say that the S line should have as much RAM as possible and the Note line should have just a little bit more. So I think 6, and if the Note come down with 8 gigs of RAM, that right there is the sweet spot for these phones. After having this phone in my hand, just by checking out that the fingerprint scanner is absolutely in the right spot, if you're annoyed by your S8 Plus, if you're annoyed by your Note 8 with that fingerprint scanner in the wrong slot, this just might be justified the upgrade right there. I know a lot of people might be saying that's right there in Samsung's scheme of things. That's how companies are doing it now. They're doing these marginal upgrades. But I think Samsung had to do a great upgrade to the cameras. The S8 Plus was pretty good, and the Note took a step back when it came to the cameras. I wasn't impressed by the video that I was getting from the Note 8. But right now, let's check out the camera.
I'm a walking lick, but you ain't taking shit. No, you not. Walking with diamonds and rocket shit. Bling. Rocking my pocket, I'ma pop it, bitch. Pop it. Pop it, 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 pop it. I'm a walking lick, but you ain't taking shit. Not walking with diamonds and rocket shit. Bling. Rocking my pocket, I'ma pop it, bitch. Pop it, 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 pop it. Walk.
So taking a look at those few pictures, you can see that the front-facing camera at 8 megapixels is not bad at all. Very good selfie pics you can get with Samsung, and with that beauty feature, it erases all blemishes on your face. The two 12 megapixel cameras, I still gotta play with it more, but you can already see that the pictures from this camera is pretty good. I'm gonna play with it a little bit more. I'm gonna do a lot of night shots for the last word review, and then I'll tell you guys my opinion on this camera. And especially, I'm looking forward to video, because video is gonna tell the story for me, because I am not a big fan of 12 megapixel cameras that all these manufacturers are going to. I like 16 and higher. So coming out the box, you're gonna have 64 gigs of internal memory on the phone. Let's see how much storage we have. 48.9 gigs available. So you're losing a lot of gigage. So you have about 50 gigs to play with, which is not too bad. Now, for those folks that have the iPhone 10 or upgraded and don't like the iPhone 10, I think you can feel safe coming to Samsung, because Samsung is giving you the best screen on the market right now. 6.2 inch screen, a lot of screen real estate with these little bezels top and bottom, and these bezels are symmetrical. You're getting the same size top and bottom. There's no notch here, so nothing's gonna look out of place or look weird on this phone. 6.2 inch of screen perfection with this Samsung S9 Plus. This lilac color tells the story right here. This phone is packing your wireless charging. It has that 3500 milliamp hour battery that's gonna give some supreme battery life. Because if you're coming from the iPhone X, you know that battery life ain't great on that phone. But on this should be a battery beast right here, and you guys should stay tuned for a battery life review. So with 64 gigs of storage, the fastest processor on the market right now, this phone is rocking the latest version of Android, which is Oreo, so it's rocking 8.0, and we should be looking forward to some updates coming up very soon. Now, if you're perfectly happy with your S8 Plus, stay with it. And now, if you're perfectly happy with your Note 8, stay with it. But if you're a little bit frustrated by the fingerprint placement of the Note 8, or if you're starting to see that the phone is starting to slow down and give problems, I would definitely say you can't go wrong by upgrading to the Samsung S9 Plus. I think this phone for a couple of months is gonna run pretty good. So this has been my unboxing and first impressions of the Samsung S9 Plus. The question is it worth the upgrade?